Dragon is Prados. I'm going to take notes.
Yeah, I consider Hawk as a macro player, even though he can do the builds and micro very well. I still consider him like he feels pretty comfortable going into the later stage of the game. But yeah, overall he is a current BSL Gosu League champion. So if you play together against him, then it's going to be current Gosu League champion versus previous Gosu League champion match.
That's nice. So yeah, I think we can just go straight into it if you are ready.
Yeah, I think I am ready. I think everything should be ready. So let's go USA versus Canada. Game 1, Hawk versus Dragon.
In the top left corner, Red Dragon playing all the way from Canada. And in the top right corner, we have Hawk playing as the Blue Zerg. And I actually had the pleasure of meeting Hawk in Russia. So a very nice guy, very good player.
Yeah, that's true.
He was keeping me safe against the dangerous Russians, telling me where not to go and where to go.
Yeah, we actually also met him in the airport. It was like because we flight in the similar time. So yeah, very cool guy. I think he came to the Russia in a suit.
Yeah, I believe he's an accountant. At least he dresses like one. So
at least he dresses as a... Yeah, I believe he's accountant. Yeah.
Well, pylon scout here from Dragon. Both players being lucky and good with their first scout. So I think Hawk is like a standard player. So it's probably going to be... I was going to say an overpool, but this looks like he wants to go hatch first. But yeah, but with the probe there, he goes 11 pool. So, but yeah, still not an optimal opener from Hawk here. It looked like he wanted to go for an early hatch. And let's see if Dragon, does he decide to go Nexus first like Father did? There's no Forge yet. I was going to say, where do you take a third base here as Zerg? But it looks like it's going to take 12 o'clock location.
Oh, if he will take 12 o'clock position, that means that can force him to go for like some 973. Because it's very hard to play a longer game this position.
Yeah, this is very close to the process space as well, so the Hydras will get there very fast. But Dragon being cautious, he didn't go full greed. 4 Zerglings being made, so the cannon should be just in time. And I think Dragon will just stay here to see the number of the Zerglings, to see if he needs to bring some probes to block. But I think he liked the news when he sees it's just 4 Zerglings.
Yeah, so 4 is a number that you are fine with one cannon, I think. If there is like 6 to 8, then you probably want to make additional cannon. But overall, this is as good as standard as opening as possible, right?
Yeah, he still doesn't know where the third base is. I would like to see him try to use that probe to scout, to see where that third hatch might be. He should suspect that there is a hatch on the map because he delayed the natural for so long. But so far he's just keeping count on the Zerglings. He doesn't want to get surprised by, like you said, 6 or 8 Zerglings just running into his main.
The Magnetic Core after 1 cannon and 1 Zealot. Probe still alive. Very strong game from Dragon. And Hilraden, yeah.
Yeah, like you said, this might be a good position for a 973.
Yeah, especially if your opponent doesn't expect it. I don't think he scouted this base yet, but maybe he deducted that it's there. Like, I guess he didn't see the base over here, so he doesn't expect the other natural for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he wants. I think the bottom right is too far away, so you will secure 2 bases, but Well, Cell comes in, disrupt the mining, which is good. So, can he sneaks in there? Can he get it? Oh, the drone tried to block. He sees the Hydra then. This is very good news and good information for Dragon. He knows exactly which position he is in right now.
Yeah, that's very good. Obviously, he would want to know how many Hydras has been produced, how many drones, because as Hawk, you can. This is how he played last time. I believe last time I was casting his match on Polestar versus some Protoss.
It's always versus some Protoss.
Yeah, this is 1973 versus some Protoss. Yeah, this was this was the same thing, and he really went for the more drones and like 5 hatches and some Hydra behind it. So that's like a greedier way of going for 1973.
I wonder if there's anyone in the chat that knows why the Korean scene added that mineral in the natural on the left side. When they remade this map or like updated it, they added that mineral. I wonder if there is like a statement on why, if it's supposed to make it harder to put turrets or defend versus zealots, or why? Just maybe make it a little bit harder to get behind it with zealots, vultures, and whatnot. But yeah, we can see Hawk producing a lot of drones behind this. He didn't commit to the 973, but he didn't really know if Dragon over invest in cannons either. So the first Corsairs are out. He sees that it's 4 hatchery Hydra, which can produce a lot of. And we can see now Hawk is making a lot of Hydras. He might try to take down this gate and maybe even the forge, but the cannons are such a good position, so I think he will have to wait for at least range to get the +1. Did he go range first and then speed?
I think he might have finished both because he has this Hydra for a long time. But even if Dragon will have to add additional 2 or 3 cannons now, it will be fine for him because he already has gateways, so he can produce units, he can add Templar Archives. But we can see that he's trying to just out-zealot macro it. No Templar Archives, just mass zealots.
It looks like the +1 and the speed cells will be just in time, so if Hawk tries to jump on top of these cannons, he should have a lot of zealots defending it.
On the other hand, yeah, Templar Archives is very useful, and mass zealots versus mass Hydras, it's going to be 5 hatches, so it's going to be a lot of Hydras.
Yeah, Hawk is not slowing down on the production of the Hydras. He's making a lot of Hydras and just rallying. Corsair goes down, so no more information for Dragon, but he sees that there's still more. Yeah, instantly make another Corsair. He wants to know what's going on in Hawk's base. But this is looking a bit scary for Dragon. It's only 3 cannons. Yeah, first now he realized that he might need some more. This is a lot of units from Hawk, and you can see there's not that many drones. It's 5 hatch Hydras constantly producing.
Yeah, this is so much. This +1 weapon is strong for the zealots, but overall I don't think it's enough zealots. This is just so much Hydras.
So many Hydras.
Even killing or pushing the Corsair back, so keeping the Overload alive for the potential Dark Templars, and those Templars are relatively late, so if Hawk will decide to jump over here on those cannons, he would succeed for sure.
Yeah, I think he has enough to just go for it. Like, the storm, it looks like it's going to be super close. It's going to be a matter of seconds. If Hawk decides to pull the trigger, and he does, he might come in just before the storm is ready. Energy is nearly there. It's 90% done, but the cannons are going down. 4 Templars. Oh, we need storm. No, storm. Storm. No. GG is called, and not a single storm were casted.
What a timing.
Yeah, perfect weather to be Surgeon today. No rain and no storm. just mass Hydras. Brutal.
Yeah. Hammer come to the home of Zergs.
Yeah, Hawk was showing his cards, but sometimes it's just not enough knowing what your opponent is doing. And I should know because I know guys who use map packs and like they lose all the time. Said he, ironically. Well, quick game there for Hawk. 1-0, 1-0 up against Dragon. Next we will have Jaeyoon on Eclipse versus Jumper. The substitute Protoss for Canada. Playing all the way from Philippines? Thailand? No, Thailand.
Thailand, yeah, from Thailand. But actually, this match is a walkover. I will not say the result for who. So the next match will be Doodle versus Ranged.
Okay, we go straight to Death Valley. P versus P. Range against Doodle D-Day.
Yeah, and it's going to be Death Valley. So let's get into it.
On the bottom right corner, we have Range 7 playing as the blue Protoss. And in the top left corner, playing as the red Protoss, we have just like I introed him. So I think he heard me in the previous cast and finally decided to change his nick to something realistic. Nobody is that good that you need doodle doodle. You need just doodly doodly doodle 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 doodle.
Yeah, but this is Doodle. I believe we even talked that this is a sound that the child is probably making when it's very small.
It's going to be very interesting. Who did we cast last time? Was it Range against some Protoss who made carriers?
Some Protoss, exactly.
Yeah, and I believe Range were doing mass scouts against them, so that was quite an interesting game. And this is the type of game where you get some weird. I think that maybe was Range. No, it wasn't against Jumper. Who was it?
Yeah, it was PvP when the scouts were answer to the carriers, right?
Yeah, but I can't remember who it played against. And we can see Range has the 7 behind his nick. Maybe he's trying to put his name in the hat for the next James Bond. He just misses the 00. So let's see if he's being casted as the next James Bond movies.
Oh, it could have been, because now I'm checking that in week 3 we had Doodle versus Tech on the Death Valley.
Oh yeah, it was the Doodle against Tech. Yeah, you're correct. Well, standard opener here from both players. I believe no salads from Range yet, but Doodle started his salads.
I don't know if you watched yesterday cast. It was Bonnie versus DeWalt on Death Valley, the match they played.
Oh, I didn't see the weekly yesterday.
Okay, so Bonnie and DeWalt played in the winner bracket finals, and the match over here cost Bonnie going for the carriers. Versus Dark Archons, yeah, so very, very cool match on this map, and yeah, definitely worth. Yeah, this map is causing or creating so many interesting games. I'm wondering how players like Doodle Ranged. I think this is overall also a very good match of the players playing against each other. I think both very solid Protoss players.
Yeah, and for some reason, Doodle is up a probe already. After when Range hit one. Oh! Yeah, Doodle is already trying to make it interesting by locking himself in his main. Yeah, he's going to make it weird. We might end up with a carrier game again. Which is kind of funny though, because we talked about it last time. It's going to be interesting to see like a different type of series and not a standard up. We got it with the Doodle versus Tech. Also Tech versus the Wolf, where he took a game of the Wolf because he He went for fast nexus in the space behind, and now Range sees that he's trying to kill the simulators, and he must be thinking, why? What is up? What's going on?
Yeah, so this is what caused. This was the same situation, even same response, Bonnie versus the world, and the world killed the simulators, and Bonnie decision was like, areas are the way in the island map.
It would be so smart, like oh, something fell out. And could the Zealot go out, or did he push it out, or did the same happen?
Maybe he killed it. Maybe he killed the assimilator when the Zealot was on the right side, so he can't go back.
Interesting. It would be so funny to see if he killed the assimilators, but he still took the base there, because there wouldn't be any reason why Raid should go up there again. He would be like, yeah, you killed the assimilators, I can't attack you from that side, and then never move up there again. But there's a fresh base from Doodle.
Yeah, that would be actually very smart.
It's funny to see those small mind games, but Rage is taking his nexus behind this. I wonder what Doodle's plan is. Like, you see both players have their bottlenecks, observers on the way from range, and support bay. So
It's shuttle.
yeah, we did see Doodle. He did a good job versus Tech with the speed shuttle, where he just mass dropped versus Tech and just never let him stay alone or rebuild or something. But the first observer from range is out, so he will see what Doodle is up against and hopefully react accordingly to that. Still no nexus for Doodle.
So this is the nice way of taking advantage of the fact that your opponent can, like my opponent can't attack me, of taking this nexus. I expected that Doodle will want to take the base over here faster, but prioritizing the attack might be a good option, especially that River sometimes can kill like couple props in a hit, and you don't get that big of an advantage of extra nexus.
And he just missed the shuttle go out as well, and the speed shuttle is almost done. So now he sees that the range is still on the way, so he should suspect that this is very fast Reavers, and he's already relocating his Dragoons, being prepared for this battle. Shuttle is coming in now. Yeah, he's being very careful. Speed kicks in now. Ooh. Will he?
Nice maneuvering.
Yeah, will he commit to this? There's a lot of Dragoons everywhere, but oh, there's a Reaver that's exposed, but the Dragoons comes in to save it.
Oh, that's playing with fire now.
Yeah, Doodle needs to be careful that he doesn't overcommit here. He does have the shuttle shuttle speed advantage, and it's open up as well on the left side. But he had Nexus for so long, so he's been able to rebuild his Dragoons from 3 gates.
So, but where is did the ranged go for the speed for the shuttle? That might be the only advantage that Doodle will have now. Because still 5 probes advantage, Range did a good job of not losing any, so this extra Nexus is kicking in now. Oh.
Good hit there from... Yeah, Dude is putting on some pressure with just tiny amount of units.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good damage.
A good scarab there for forcing a pull as well. Oh!
Oh my god, this is what I was talking about.
That is crazy. Sometimes you see that the Scarab dud from that position, but nope. And now Doodle finds himself in a great position. That was 10 probes at least.
Yeah, I'm looking for a river to be unloaded just to see the probe count, but we can see that now Doodle is ahead 6 workers, so It could have been maybe even more. So, but now we have 2 rivers versus also 2 rivers. The number. Oh, ranged overcommitted with the. Okay, but the same thing goes for Doodle. They both saved 1 river, but ranged one is more healthy, and I don't think you want to fight on the high ground.
No, a good trade there for, I would say, both players, but the second Reaver from Doodle. So it just, and speed is not done yet for range. Maybe he wants to go pick up his second Reaver as well. It's kind of awkward for the Dragoons to go down that ramp, even though range has a lot of units. It's still going to be a hard battle fight up against those Reavers and the Dragoons, with Doodle having the...
Ooh.
What? One salad causing a big pull here from range, and that was one of the initial salads, I believe, that was stuck outside his base.
Yeah, this Zero is just the king of this zone. He's shaking around over here.
No speed still.
So many goons from ranged compared to Doodle.
No Reavers. Reaver's going to force yet a drone pull. A pro pull, sorry.
31 probes only left for ranged. So he's deciding to push, and that's a good call, because if Reavers are in his base, they can't be defending the natural, so that's a good moment to push to get into a good position, but he needs to be careful with his Reavers to not lose them.
And the Reavers of Doodle are coming back home, and there's 2 shuttles for Doodle, so it's kind of scary for range. He didn't really know. Oh. 2 Reavers. Oh, this is so close. Good micro from both players with the Reavers.
What a micro, holy, great micro from Doodle. Both players are actually doing a great job, but beautiful micro. I've seen the micro of Doodle. The range did a good job as well, but Doodle was doing incredibly.
Yeah, range is in a tough position right now. He's lost so many probes, and with Doodle having the speed on the shuttle, it's so hard for him to know where it is at its exact times. And again, he comes in, a quick pull from range, but range doesn't miss. Is it
7 and... Oh, but at least he's catching some goons over here. But there is extra shuttle, extra river. Speed, still no speed for the shuttle. I'm shocked that, despite having the faster expansion, didn't take it.
I didn't shoot. And Doodle trying to take a 3rd base. I think this might be it for range. He's being surrounded with Dragoons and Reavers. And it goes down. I think this might be GG. Yeah, GG is full from range.
Yeah, so Doodle puts a point on team board of Canada.
Yeah, good play there from Doodle. Good strategy. He wanted to make it weird, and he did a great job with the Reavers, constantly harassing ranged base. Even though range had the faster nexus, he lost so many probes, and he really couldn't rebuild them by the time before the Reaver came back. So. So the next game is going to be Striker against Cross.
Oh yeah.
DVZ and Dominator.
DVZ on the highest possible level. Very, very strong players.
Yeah, I believe Cross has been back a little while in the scene, playing a lot, streaming, usually early in the mornings against Koreans. I haven't seen Striker stream for a while. I believe he did it previously, or like he used to do it. But
yeah, he's not streaming. I haven't seen him being too active some time ago. I believe he was playing in some tournaments during the last phase of like CPL or something, or CSL. But overall, I think he's kind of inactive nowadays.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how Striker can perform against Cross, because Cross is a a solid round 16, maybe a round of 8 Pro League player, maybe even further. I'm not sure how far Cross made it in the Pro League, but he's definitely a strong player.
I think he got to top 4, top 3 or top 4 maybe at in some season. I have the list of only all the finals, and I don't see him being here. But yeah, those are Bonnie, Terror, Michu, Dewold, Tandy, Ionzek to touch. But yeah, no, I don't see Crossy over here. So it must have been top 4 maybe in some season. But I don't recall. But I believe he is a regular round of 8 player, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think Cross can go as far as he wants to go, depending on how active he is. And Striker, I think he's a strong Ghost League player. But Dominator, everything can happen. Let's just jump into it and see who scouts who first and who gets away with murder. And in the 11 o'clock position, we have Cross playing as the Black Zerg up against Striker 17 in the right side of the map, playing as the Blue Zerg. And it already looks like the Striker have a slight advantage with the scouting pattern. And
yeah.
Also with the mineral boost, I believe it's easier. Well, I personally believe it's easier to boost on the right side of the map.
Yeah, I've heard that from Crossy as well. That overall the right side is even a little bit efficient, I would say.
Like
more efficient than.
You can boost on the 12 o'clock location as well, but you have to babysit more of the drones.
Okay.
Oh, we see a 9 pool from Cross. Most likely a 12 pool from Striker. If it's a 12 hatch, he will be in danger. Because the travel for the links are so short.
Oh, it's a 12 hatch. Very, very hard position.
Sometimes I've seen, I believe it was Hero or something that made a 7 pool with speed links. I saw he did that against Queen on some map where he tried to do 12 hatch, and the Zerglings, they just came so fast.
The 7 pool, you mean?
Yeah, but he had a 7 pool with speed.
Oh, so can you do 7 pool with speed? I guess the speed is a little bit later, but still, 7 pool, very fast.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it, because I've tried to do the build myself, and every time I go attack the Zerg, they have the same amount of Zerglings as me. So I don't understand the build. Well, did Cross go straight to lair, or did he go speed first?
He went straight to lair, but he's adding more links, so it's going to be very hard. If he would stop on 6 links and just to kill maybe the hatchery, it could have been fine for Striker, but the fact that we have more and more links coming, it's going to be harder and harder. At some point you want to pull the drones to not allow the links to kill the hatchery, but as you can see, the links are already attacking, and those links are just starting, so this is plenty of time to kill the hatchery.
Yeah, he finished it. I'm not sure if the drill is fast enough. He saw the Zerglings were coming. Oh, drill not that good. One drone goes down. Oh, that's a better 2-3 Zerglings are out. But is it in time to save the hatchery? I think Cross will just commit to kill it. And I think he got 2 or 3 drones, which is massive kill there for, yeah, GG. I think he saw the lair timing and realized that he was just too far behind.
Yeah, and also one drone of Striker in the gas was not mining, so yeah, probably it's hard without the delay against 9 pool, but with the delayed gas, it's even harder.
With that, Canada is up 2-1 against USA, and we will have Hawk and Jiraiya on Polestar versus Andy and Biggie. I think this is going to be an interesting 2 vs 2 game.
Yeah, that's cool. There is Andy and Biggie. There is also, I believe, Heisap and Nublish. They are also from the Canada, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in the Nation Leagues yet, but I believe they are in the Rooster. So it's going to be. I hope we get to see them at some point. It looks like most of the teams have sent out, with exception actually, with Canada vary their lineup a little bit, and also Russia vary their lineup a little bit. I believe it's been me and Itsu, or actually no, Itsu and Dexter played versus Poland. So
Oh yeah, that's true.
yeah, so we see some variance in the teams. I like that. So hopefully we get to see Hysup and Nublish later on. There's still a lot of games to be played. So yeah, let's see what Hawk and Jiraiya can bring up against Andy and Biggie.
Let's go.
And we have in the top right corner, we have Hawk playing for Team USA. With his ally in the bottom left corner, we have Mr. Jiraiya playing as the white Terran. And up against the top left corner, we have Biggie playing as the blue Protoss. And in the bottom right corner, we have Andy playing as the orange Zerg. So it's I like this matchup. I really like to see a mirror, not a mirror, but you have TC versus PC, which leaves a lot of different plays for each teams, how you want to play it. But I feel like it also comes down to whatever map you're playing. Well, you can see Jiraiya most likely is going to play Bio with this wall. And I think we'll see some cannon play from Biggie and Andy. Andy has a very good Muta Micro. And Biggie, he's very good at playing as a Protoss ally to support his Zerg. He gives you the right amount of cannons that you need, and he's very quick to take his base and get his DTs up and his tech behind it as well. So let's see how Jiraiya and Hawk can respond to this. Looks like it's a 12 pull from Hawk, and like I said when Poland played against Russia on this team, like there's so many good spots to push the creep, but Hawk decides to make the sunken in his main. Usually I would like to see him push it against the ramp, like you did in the previous game, because the sunken is so close and you really need it to support it. Of course, you can make a great SimCity at home as well, but you don't really want units in your base. So there's a 12 hatch opener from Hawk, but there's no second hatch yet. So because of that sunken, the blue team can move out and block Hawk in his base. So it looks like Hawk is probably going to play Laris himself, making additional drones. Yeah. And that's the quality as well. Like when you are a good Zerg, you do know how to put a good SimCity as well against early pressure, and maximizing your drones and your Zerglings. So what we can see, it doesn't seem like the blue team is really committing. Cannon on the way for the blue team. Also, when you put Sunkens in your main, you excuse me, leave yourself a little bit vulnerable against the other Zerg, because he can make Sunkens on the other side, and then your hatchery is exposed.
But they can't. Ooh, they're trying to cannon rush Jiraiya. That's actually so interesting. You expect the Protoss to go for the goons, right? Not for the cannons.
I really like that they decided to go against Jiraiya and put cannons in him, because then they can 2 versus 1 versus the Zerg. and I think I'm not sure if he saw the pylon go down because he lost his SCV just in the nick of time, but he can't see the cannons. And because Hawk is not producing Zerglings, they should not be worried about him coming out with a lot of Zerglings. He's just focusing on not dying himself and building up a good Sim City.
Yeah, this is a great Team City, but they will not attack. Probably Andy will be even able to go for the expansion before the Mutas if he will want to, but Jiraiya still not aware, going for 4 axes.
Yeah, the only problem is that the cannons are so good, or maybe I was worried that in the long run, Jiraiya would be able to get down with a ton of units and then just flood the cannons.
Yeah, it would be good for Biggie to maybe add more over here. Oh, but they're still going for Hawk.
Yeah, I think they want to try to damage his economy a little bit so he can't produce mutas. Let's see, he's at 12 drones, 11. They need to focus down the drones, not the Sunkens. There's just too many Sunkens and still 11 drones.
Great drills from Hawk overall. And drones are still left.
Yeah, this was a big hold from Hawk. He was forced to cancel the hatchery, so that doesn't mean he will get that many mutas. And so it's just one hatch versus one hatch. Gets one more. I think they could have caused more damage if the Zerglings had focused. Usually you want to send in the Zealots because the Zealots are so strong. They take the hit from the seconds, and then the Zerglings attack the drones. But the drones, Zealots are still alive. Mura's coming in now from Andy. It might be 3 against 2. Let's see. Oh, defenders at
3 against 2.
Yeah, Scourge here from Hawk, so he has the defensive advantage. But Andy is up 3 drones, and I think he will just produce non-stop mutas and fight this. Well, connects.
3 versus 5 now, even though the connection was great. I think if there will be more it's impressive that how, despite taking that much damage, that surviving such a big attack, is still able to keep up with the mutas. Oh, but Jiraiya didn't go down first. He immediately attacked into the cannons. You can see that they are so efficient this way.
But SCVs are strong, but the mutas are here, so it's just not quite enough for Jiraiya to make it through. And seems like Biggie made just the right amount of cannon, and GG is called. Big game there from Team Canada.
Wait. We still have Hawk fighting.
Hawk has 3 Sunkens and a Dream. His 3 mutas up against 4 Dragoons, and with Andy having so many mutas, I think this is just a numbers game. Yeah, letting the Dragoons kill the Scourge, and then GG is finally called from Hawk, and then Canada is up 3-2 and securing the victory. So it doesn't really matter who gave the walkover of Jaehoon and Jumper. Canada takes the point and wins this series 3-1 or 4-1 or 3-2.
Yeah, so the excuse overall was that Jaehoon and Jumper didn't play because they was careful for my voice because I'm sick. So, but this is bullshit. And yeah, but still, it doesn't matter actually, because you are right. It's 3-1 for Team Canada, even if it would be 3-2. Let's see the standings now. After knowing that that Team Canada won versus USA.
Yeah, yet again, an interesting and close series.
So I don't know if It's even updated. Look at that. So that means that Team Canada will be going for 2-2 score and have a third spot according to this third to fourth spot. Poland will have fifth or sixth spot for sure, rather. So this is the loser bracket for Team Poland. So we will have now Europe versus USA, Russia versus Canada, and Poland versus LATAM as a last round of the group stage. And after that, we will go to the bracket. First spot will go to the upper bracket finals, like Mr. Madino was saying earlier. Second place to this place. Third and fourth spot will fight in the winner bracket, and fifth and sixth spot will fight in the loser bracket. Round 1. So this is overall the format to give you guys more games, the more content, and to make this event even more exciting. The format in the bracket stage is going to be best of 2, so a little bit more interesting and spicy.
Yeah, and you can see in the brackets it's very close actually. Like the numbers are so close. Like even though LATAM has the most convincing scores, because I think they have the 4-1 or 5-0 series or something. But every other series has been very close. So yeah, I think still the victory is up for grabs for either team. Actually, I don't think it matters who ends up in the final brackets. I think it's going to be super close, even though if you start in the 5th and 6th game, you're still going to fight your way up, and there's still a lot of strong players we haven't seen yet. So I think anything can happen, and nothing is like done yet.
Yeah, so the good result in groups, like is obviously Team USA and Team Poland still have a chance to win it, but for example for Team Europe and Team LATAM, if they would take the third spot, for example, and be in the winner bracket finals, that's guaranteed third spot for sure, right? So that's good to win the group, because even if you will lose the next like 2 matches, then you have third spot guaranteed, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so we also want to thank our wonderful sponsors and supporters. We have one of them with me today, but let's go from the beginning. Main sponsors of BSL, Mr. Liquid, Nazgul, Liquid Steve, they supported BSL 19 and BSL 20. As a 2 seasons, and they are main sponsors for now, so huge thanks to them. Our sponsors of the events, like Mr. Rasbrain, who supported $2,700, which was spent on the event like this in the Nation Wars, for the weekly tournaments, for the BSL Team Wars, for the BSL Team A, and this is a huge support. And also huge thanks to Adun, who put at 1 Ethereum to the prize pool of the LAN parties. So we will have 3 LAN parties in Poland, and first will be on April 5th, April 6th. And of course, huge thanks to our event sponsors like Mr. T1 Dragon, who supported BSL 2 vs 2 Pro League, and we will have third season starting on March 1st, and of course Mr. LML, who supported BSL Weekly with additional $25 a week. So thanks to him we have $75 prize pool. And of course huge supporters to our main event, our main tournament, so BSL 20 goal supporters. All of them made a huge effort to put the next Bombastic Starleague entire season back. We are now missing only $1,400 for the founding of BSL 20. And huge thanks to our wonderful Patreons. Recently we got a new Wolf of Wall Street, Mr. Hit Them Up, but along him Mr. Andrew with $200 a month. Thank you very much. Mr. My Feeling Dream with $100 a month as a Bombastic General. Thank you very much. And Striker with $50 a month as a Bombastic Colonel. He's here for so long time, same as My Fleeting Dream, same as Tupocalypse, who with $30 a month as a major plus. Thank you very much, guys. And our Bombastic Majors, $20 a month, supporting for such a long time, most of them scheming Gypsy. Also Madinho, who is here with me, also supporting as a caster, also as a player. If you've seen him play on Friday, Mr. Steven Robertson, KJ Streaming Channel, Daniel Lopez, LML, and Nicolas Schooler, and all the other supporters like Pierre Jean, like so many wonderful people who are supporting on the Patreon and like keeping the motivation to make more events going. So thank you very much to all of you guys. And thank you, Mr. Madinho, for also not only supporting as a Patreon, but also supporting as a great caster, great analyst, and your time and knowledge.
Thank you for the kind words, and thanks for having me. I will go out tomorrow and buy more chocolate and more flowers, so I can give to Nina and put in an application for the next time I will be available to cast if I am needed. Hopefully, maybe already for this weekend. We will have to see what she says.
That would be great. If you will have time, then that would be great. We will have week 5. I can actually show you the pairs if you guys want. So week 5, we have this is it. So maybe I will show it to you a little bit differently. So Mr. Madinho already knows who is playing against, right? So you already know Mr. Madinho.
Yeah, I know who Team Europe are playing against.
Okay, so let me just put that somehow that you will guys see it, and we will. So we will have in week 5 Europe versus USA. We will have Russia versus Canada, and TT1 will be back for this match for 1 versus 1. But he will play Protoss versus Zerg, Protoss versus Terran, and Terran versus Protoss. So no PvP for TT1. And we will have the third match, Poland versus Latam. So let's